all right there. You know, one of the hardest things about being a stand-up comedian, I don't do it anymore. Well, I might do the odd one, but I don't call myself a stand-up. I'm a sit-down comic. One of the hardest things about it is when you're doing a lot of gigs. So take the Edinburgh Festival or something, when you'd be doing like, 25 gigs every night, an hour, maybe a couple during the day here and there, the odd 10, 15-minute spot. But your main show, an hour every night. And you've got to go up and you've got to be motivated, you've got to be funny, you've got to be interesting, you've got to be engaging, you've got to be alive, you've got to be full of energy, which is all fine. That's your job. It's what you're getting paid for. It's what you're getting the adulation for. It's your dream. You need to make some effort. And people who don't make that effort, well, fuck them. They shouldn't be in that position. However, your life carries on. Those final demands are still coming in. The girl that left you and broke your heart is still banging your best mate. You know, things are still happening. Your mum's house got robbed, and this has happened. And you know, some days you wake up, you're exhausted, you're knackered, you're not laughing. And comedy is the humour business. That's what it's about. It's about being funny. And you can't get on stage and be like, oh, fuck. You know, there are comedians who've made their acts out of Jack D or something, out of being miserable, but he's not properly miserable, because if he was properly miserable, he wouldn't be on the stage. And it's quite hard getting up there and trying to, you know, put all that stuff out of your mind. And that's the trick. Put it all behind you and come out entertaining. You know, people have paid money, people have made the effort to come and sit down. They're giving you an hour of their time, and rightly so. They are entitled to a certain level of professionalism. And these are the things you learn. But I can tell you, there have been times when I've been on tubes on the way out somewhere vile, out in East London, and you get there and it's above a pub and there's about 7 people there, and the other acts are shit, and the host doesn't know what he's doing, and you're brought onto virtual silence, and you got to do a 40. Oh man, and it's hard. It can be difficult. This weekend wasn't a good one for me. It's quite weird actually. Now, once I've started talking, I'm kind of into it because I like this. I like talking. I know that, you know, my videos are getting a few thousand views now, you know, each one. So I know this is going somewhere, and I've kind of brightened up. But I haven't made a video all weekend. Probably the first weekend since I set the channel up. And the weekend started really well. Oh, listen to this. I got contacted by Sky News on Friday, out of the blue. Oh, hi. We would like you to come on to to debate with a feminist about the recent sexual harassment things, Weinstein and Louis C.K. and all that. What is flirting? Where does it end? Where does it stop? And I was over the moon. Absolutely over the moon. And yes, all my head can roll with those things. I was thinking, hang on a minute. Go on Sky News. Lovely. My YouTube account, my channel will get an amazing boost from all the people who are, they loved what I'd done while they were eating their lunch. And my subs will go up, my Patreon will go up, then my move to Thailand will be all that much better because there's loads of new money and viewers. Oh, it'll be amazing. I was thinking this will be really exciting, and I would love to have that platform to tell people what I think. No bullshit, this is how I view this, and I'm not accepting your nonsense. And just as my whole life was planned out and obviously perfect, I got another text saying it's been cancelled. And it was like, hey, poof. That was the start of my weekend. Then there was loads of other stuff that I don't really like to talk about. And it just, not because I've got anything to hide, just because it's dull, but bills and banks and loans and work and... But there was something funny. You know Stefan Molyneux? I like Stefan Molyneux. I like his channel. I think he does something amazing. You know, the man will go on and talk for 30, 40 minutes. He's incredibly detailed and educated monologues. Relevant, interesting. I don't agree with a lot of it. I don't agree with... Well, maybe, you know, I don't know. Each one I take as it comes, depending on what I know of the situation at that time. But he can be awfully overly sincere, can Stefan? he can let me show you what I mean. I watched this one of his called While Society Collapses, and I don't even know if I've got this set up actually, which isn't great. He made this video called While Society Collapses, and I've got a few little moments here for you. Let's have a look if I can just get this sorted out. Away! We've cut his mouth off, but not to worry. Check this out. He breaks out into a little song, and it's a little bit gross. Stefan, go.
Strive to eat those words and digest them and fill myself up with something other than loss and sorrow. And I will get up and salute their memory and march off to the day like I'm marching to a war I don't expect to win, and try and grin and sing along the way. It's a long way to Tipperary, it's a long way to go.
No, Stefan. Now, you think it can't get much worse than it's a long way to Tipperary. Oh, but it can, because about 10 minutes after that, if I get this right, let's find it. He goes for this. Now, there's a little bit of a build-up, but this will blow your mind. Of all the things, of all the references, of all the people, check it out. Listen carefully.
There are other sacrifices in religions as well. But don't do it. Do not take other people's burden. Do not carry other people's burdens. So it's an old song, Krista Berg, brother, can you spare me food and give me a drink of wine? I've been traveling on this road for such a long, long time. I have seen the wonders, but most amazing of them all, I believe I felt the weight of the risen Lord.
This is Krista Burr. Krista Burr. A lady in red. Oh, it's not finished yet. Next verse.
Night like this there came a stranger on the road. Heard him stumble, heard him fall. I helped him with his load. Well, the further that we walked, well, the heavier it became. And I believe I felt the weight of another world. The weight of another world. The weight of somebody else's anxiety.
Yeah, not Krista Burr's anxiety. Oh, and it's not over yet. Molyneux speaks for a good 30 minutes. Like the stream starts with him asking someone else, a viewer, asks a question for about 10 seconds. Molyneux goes on for over 30 minutes. Right. This is I think I've got it right here. This is the end. 30 minutes Molyneux's been going, and then the bloke. Here, look.
So that's what.
All right, he's been talking for 30 minutes. 31 minutes 57. You can see it there. Look, 31 minutes 57. He's been talking for. Check this out.
I've had to think about it. I hope that gives you some help.
Well, can I respond to this?
Yeah, please.
That was quite a lot to take in, so if you forgive me, I need to narrow it down to some of the major points that I think really matter here. So, one of the first points that you brought up, that I am not personally or individually responsible for the ignorance and the apathy that, that most people show towards all these issues that should...
Now, English is not this bloke's first language, and he's obviously got the words, just not that quick. But, you know, fair enough. He's responding to half an hour of talking.
Affect, basically, well, themselves in the first place.
Okay, I'm sorry, Sergey. I know I just gave a long speech, but if you could boil it down to a succinct pushback or question, I'd appreciate it.
That's absolutely amazing. Oh, hang on, mate. Come on, you've been talking for 15 seconds. Crack on. It's my show. I want to talk. Oh, so anyway, that cheered me up no end. I just thought I'd share that with you. I'm going to go out and get something to eat. I'll be making a longer video tonight. I hope you all have a nice evening. I'll probably be able to get something done and uploaded by about 1 a.m. Chill. Yeah,